Today, we're going to talk a bit about Hadith al-Samarri or Rawaya al-Samarri. Samarri, as you know in the last episode, was the fourth correspondent and he passed away in the early part of the 4th century after Hijrah, so around 330 after Hijrah. It's significant because towards the end of his life, as customary with any of the correspondence of the Imam, the fourth one of the four in Baghdad. So he's buried in the Baghdad area. And just before his passing away, probably I would say 6 days before his passing away, he produced a signed letter which he read in front of the people around him, the Shia of the Imam. And the letter has been narrated in more than one way. And effectively, the letter is doing, I would say, three things. Firstly, it's saying that his life is coming to an end because the letter says that in the next 6 days, he will see the end of his life. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the letter talks about a concept known as al-Ghaybah at-Tam, which is complete occultation. So as we know, the Imam ﷺ was always reported from the time of the Prophet through the Imams of the Ahlul Bayt that he was going to disappear. And there would be two ghaybahs, two disappearances, two occultations, one a short one and one a long one. So in the time of Samarri, meaning from Samarra, he was announcing the start of the major occultation. This is the second point which we get from this narration. The third point is what the Imam says to him, that you should not bequeath this matter to anyone else. So don't hand over this matter to anyone. Whereas before that, with the previous correspondence in the Baghdad region, the four, before Samarri, who's number 4, 1, 2, and 3, were always told to hand over to somebody else, and they would produce a letter saying, now I've been instructed by the Imam to give to such and such. It happened with al-Amri, with his son, with al-Nawbakhti. Now when it comes to Samarri, the Imam says, do not give this to anyone else. So this is effectively what's happening in this narration, and the Imam is saying there is a complete occultation, and people will come who will say that they are correspondents from me, and he's saying do not believe them. So this is a point of debate, this particular narration, and we'll look at the problems in this episode, and in the next episode we'll look at the solution. What's the right reading for this narration?